Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a while, but we are back. Today we just want to do some basic TA on some stocks that was kind of requested in the Discord server. So if you're not in the Discord server, there's a community of investors there, particularly in the stock market, and later on we're going to branch out to the real estate market, but particularly the stock market. So if you'd like to join that group, just click the link in the description. It's called Discord. See the link there, join it. And we'll see you guys in the inside. If you have any questions, message the staff members there. But anyways, we want to cover Snapchat. Snapchat's been a stock that I'd like to trade personally. Time and time again, Snapchat has proved to be a very nice bullish stock. Now, we'll take a look. But here on the daily chart, as we can see, let's just get right into it. On the daily chart, you'll see a lot of these long and short signals. Don't mind that for now. It could get kind of clustered, but Snapchat has been a ride actually. Ever since its IPO, it's been heading down. You know, this is what I think is going to happen with Airbnb as well. You know, got it pumped up at the beginning for some reason, whatever the reason was. It pumped at the beginning. It's probably going to go ahead and sell off for a bit until it becomes a nice bullish long-term stock like Snapchat. And I like Airbnb because Airbnb, I consider it like a Snapchat, like a NIO. These are stocks. These are brandable stocks, right? It's not like a one of those companies no one knows about. Anyways, these are stocks that will probably bring in the interest of many investors. Anyways, I just think it's going to sell off for a bit now. Whether it does that or not, we'll just have to see. But it's going to sell off, and then it's going to be a growth stock, just like Snapchat. Snapchat sold off. It had horrible fundamentals. I guess the traders were trying to reflect the fundamentals, and then just later decided to boom it. Anyways, we take a look here. Snapchat was a buy at these levels, always. $5 levels, always. We're at the crash, you would have bought here, perfect. Look at that. Look at that. So 55 was that. Now, whether you bought a $60 call, 50 call, whatever call you buy, if you're trading options, if you would have bought the stock anywhere near 5, you would have been a lot of long home run. Okay, so we'll take a look at that. So basically, right now for Snapchat, I think we should be looking to short this sucker. This sucker has been pumping for quite some time. MACD and RSI seem to be wanting to cool off. Now, do I think that it can go to 60? Possibly, maybe. It could probably pump up a little bit to 60. We'll just have to wait for some bearish confirmation. I mean, even Snapchat, like I wouldn't really like shorting Snapchat, maybe on a short term, but this is very bullish here. I mean, if you want to do some leaps on Snapchat, I mean, probably short leaps. Could be a possibility. Get some puts on this. Really far out. Expiration. Could be. I mean, this thing, we could see some support at 28. I mean, first it would need to go ahead and test 43, and probably 38, and then if we break around this level here, 34, then we could head lower to 26. And if that does happen, I mean, you could buy some puts at those levels there, however you want to structure your spreads or whatever. But I mean, I think that's a possibility if it follows all of that. But yeah, let's take a look at NIO. I mean, let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. Let's do this. Yeah, I honestly think Snapchat's due for a correction. Honestly, and I think it's going to happen shortly. Maybe it'll go to 60 and then happen. You know, there's a range. There's a range. It's going to be a little range. Um, we'll just have to wait. I would wait on the daily chart, honestly, um, for a longer term swing on that. But let's go look at NIO. NIO, same thing with NIO. Same thing with NIO. NIO back then, you know, NIO at its IPO sold off a little bit, reached really, really low levels. And now this is a company in the EV industry, and it's in Beijing, and it's one of the more popular ones in Beijing. It's like, I mean, I don't like to make this comparison, but if you would like to compare it to the U.S., the Tesla of the U.S., the NIO of China. So they're two separate, obviously, things right there. But if you want to compare them, you can compare them without a statue. Anyways, it's just a matter of time. People start finding out about NIO. It's just a matter of time. People start finding about this stock in the electric vehicle company. It's going to be all hype. And what happened? It was all hype. This stock, I believe it was Morgan Stanley, upgraded it to 40 once it was at 20, 25, upgraded to 40, surpassed 40, went all the way, almost touched 60, corrected back to 45. This stock is just going parabolic. Now, as you can see, the pattern here, it's a parabolic pattern. I do think shorting Snapchat, shorting NIO appears phenomenal. I mean, honestly, look at this. Take a look. Look here. Look, right here, right here. Even we got the signal on the indicator here to go short. Now, I'm not saying to rely on the signal, but I'm saying, you know, if in that case, a long run up could probably lead to a long, probably a steep rundown in a short amount of time, which allows you to profit more. Yeah, NIO, I think is gonna head down a little bit. Um, yeah, has to be. Can we pump up a little bit more? I mean, Tesla. I mean, I do think Tesla's going to reach 1,000, and NIO. I mean, it could run along as well. And the RSI is right there. It's just cooled off. It's just cooled off right around 50, 55. NIO's a toughie. But I wouldn't want to go long on NIO at these levels. But the other, you could just take a look at these stocks. These stocks will go pump up even more for some odd reason. They will just pump. They'll just pump. So I'd be a little weary on NIO's direction. Yes. Oh, BVNT. BVNT is a stock that I like. Vivint Smart Home. They basically do these home security systems, smart home security systems, and implement them in the homes. Usually their sales team goes out from May all the way to October, I believe, and just do the sales. So, I mean, during that time, their sales are going to peak, and stock price reflected based off of it. We're looking, I mean, right here, reverse head and shoulders curve. Boom, broke neckline, continue to rally. Look at that. The shoulder, left shoulder, the head right here, the right shoulder, neckline right there with that resistance where price is being rejected. Then we see the breakout. Broke out above, corrected a bit, broke out again, around the simple moving averages, touched around there. Now, obviously in hindsight, it's much easier to understand. But I see, I mean, At these points here, I'd probably be looking to long anyways. I wouldn't be looking to short. So I would be looking for opportunities to go long. And I think here would be a good, nice probability of success here if you enter here. You get to go long on it. Even at these levels here, you see just general level, $15 level, $16 level, are just areas where normally bounces off and just runs, you know? And like you see the signals here, long, 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 they're all around that $16 level. So this stock, I do think this stock's a nice, steady upwards stock. I honestly don't think the stock's going to plunge back down to probably 12. You know, anything could happen. You know, look at the virus. You know, the market crash completely. But here, I mean, it's not even as large as the other crashes, but it's a crash. But here, I would be going long, long term. Sure, if you want to short it on a short-term basis, you can make a quick return there. But this, for the long term, I'd probably be bullish. Vivint, I like Vivint. And they also have a solar company, it's a VSLR. Let's take a search here. VSLR. Vivint Solar, same thing, their sales team, I'm not sure if it's exactly like the schedule of Vivint, but they should be able to, they should do the sales around the same time, I would say. Let's take a look here. Why isn't this loading here? What the heck? Alright, let's get the VSLR. Let's take a look at PLTR. I love PLTR. PLTR is going to boom. PLTR, I can tell you this right now. If you like this, this is like another NIO Snapchat. It's like one of those, look. Nice symmetrical triangle here. I will plot it here. See around those levels, symmetrical triangle. Usually, it's a little bit sloppy, but you can see. Usually around this technical pattern is very bullish. I mean, and look, the stock is new. The stock's new. It IPO'd in October. Boomed. If we see a breakout above 27, 28, sure, this thing could go ahead and probably, I mean, we could probably see $50 on this stock, honestly. $50 on the stock, I think so. I mean, I don't think that's too far-fetched. And another thing, Farfetch. Farfetch is another bullish stock. But, you know, like, we'll take a look at Farfetch. FTCH. FTCH has been bullish. It's been bullish since October. Let's take a look. Oops, I gotta switch this back. All right, let's take a look here. Look at this. Far-fetched. Around this time, buying this stock here, oh, I think Farfetch is the, I mean, it's luxury goods, you know, online luxury goods. That's booming. That's gonna boom. Look, and it was at around those levels, right where it IPO'd, around those levels, 29. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Look, sold off at its IPO, rallied back up, tried to break it, couldn't, got rejected, couldn't hold, got rejected a little bit more. And then we just slowly started to find some support here, around $6. And it showed over time as we started to test this level again here. And now, you know, SMA is pointing upwards. You know, we're at a low. You know, far-fetched at $7, that's a steal. But of course, this is in hindsight. But anyways, I would consider Farfetch a steal at $7, like I considered Snapchat a steal at $5, and like I considered NIO a steal at $3. So right now, I wouldn't be going long because I think you get a better deal on this stock if you just wait a little bit for it to correct. But if you're not trying to save, if you're not trying to save a little, you know, you're not really concerned. Sure, you can. I mean, but it's just know you're going to be down on your position for quite some time. But But yeah, I do think Farfetch is great. Again, I'd be setting an alert here for a short signal on this, just to get some confirmation. And I mean, I'd be looking to short the stock. The stock is now overextended, showing weakness on the RSI and the MACD. SMAs are just spread out. Excuse me, spread out completely. 200 days all the way around 2025. Yeah, I'd be looking to short Farfetch. So if you're looking to go long on this, I mean, I don't think the odds are in your favor. But yeah, PLTR. I love this stock. This stock here. Look at this. This is gonna boom. Another one, Workhorse. These, I mean, for sure, these types of vehicles are going to really boom in the EV markets. Let's take a look here. Workhorse. Wow. Look at that. It's a lot of price movement. Well, Workhorse. This is tough to say. For me, it could go in either direction. Possibly, you can play a strangle on this if you're trading options. I mean, earnings is coming up on, so there's going to be maybe some volatility here, increase as we go up into earnings. So I think when they do report, I mean, honestly, I do think it's a strangle will be a good position. I mean, I don't really know if it's going to go up or down. This is very tricky at these levels here. Yeah. I can bet on the volatility increasing as we approach the end of the year and new quarter. Yeah. Okay. Workhorse. I would say it's strangle on that. Let's do. What other stock shall we do? Tesla. I speak of Tesla. Tesla, honestly, I think it's going to hit 1,000. The stock's just been bullish. Bro, look at this. Look at this. Tesla's going to hit 1,000. So, and I mean, I can say that with certainty because honestly, the odds are not on the short side. So, I mean, the stock I think is going to hit 1,000. But probably going to get another stock split. I don't know. But I do think the stock's going to go head higher. I think honestly 640. Maybe do a little consolidation. Look, ran up here, ran up, did a little consolidation, and then ran up some more. The consolidation took about from September to December, end of November, about like 3 months, 2 months and a half. It consolidated. So if you want to play some leaps on Tesla, I would be looking at 1,000. I think that's good. I think some leaps on Tesla is a good move. Sure. It may correct. May correct a bit. I'm not saying that it's going to not go down on the short term. I do think so. It's going to go down in the short term. Probably going to test some lower, 600s, some mid 550s, 560s, 570s. But overall, I think this direction is going to keep being bullish. What other stock should we look at? AMD. Let's take a look at AMD. AMD. Another just overall bullish stock. Playing leaps on these stocks are just great because more than likely they're gonna head up you know, upwards. Very bullish. Look at this. Holy, $10. This is like, take a look. This has been around for quite some time. AMD. All right. Well, I don't want to look too far out. What I just want to look at right now is about this area here. AMD's bullish, no doubt about it. AMD's bullish. Just play some leaps on AMD. Not much else to say on this. Play some bullish leaps on AMD and got some calls on this. Yeah. This is gonna go higher. It's gonna go higher. Let's see, MSFT. I mean MSFT. I don't really like trading this, but yeah, I don't like trade this. But let's go to GGT. Check out Target. So let's see how it retails here. Wow. Just wow. Okay. This stock I think is going to go higher. I just think it's going to higher. It's going to pull back up. Probably going to go do a new high around 190. Get some short-term calls on this. I think it's good. I think it's good. Right here, we just pump up, we correct, pump up again, correct, pump up again, correct. Playing some calls on this I think it's good. Short-term calls. Maybe you want to just buy some stuff some more time. You can. Yeah. Walmart. Same thing. I think we're going to go higher on Walmart as well. Retail's going to do well. Yeah. I mean, I do think overall market's going to be bullish as well. Now, I don't know, what's going to happen in January, but I do think markets are going to be bullish short term here as we approach the new year. But yeah, Walmart, I like Walmart on the upside as well. It's just probably going to bounce off this. Which one did 20? Gotta check there, but it's going to bounce off this moving average here. Got to look at the value of it, but yeah, I think it's bullish. Maybe you want to wait for the long signal. We'll just wait for the long signal for some confirmation. But I do think Walmart is bullish, and so is Target. Let's take a look at Beyond, BYND. BYND, ooh, this stock here, I believe it was back when it was at 60 was when I was buying it. Yeah. Right now the price is where a key mid-level of kind of support and resistance lies, right in the middle. That's the price is right there. Now, are we going to be bullish on this type of market? I do think these have potential, but I'm not sure. I mean, BYND, BYND, BYND. And it's already at 140. Like, can this be a $200 stock? Possibly. I honestly think we could see 200s again on this. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Yeah, but it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky for me. But I don't see why we can't see 200. So mostly it's been consolidating right here in these levels. 203 to around its IPO price of 57, around there. So if it does break out, if it goes above 200, we'll see some push higher, maybe a correction to test 194, which is key resistance level here. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm really bullish on this. Now this is just purely technical analysis, guys. I do not. I mean, I trade. At some merely, I would take a look at the fundamentals, just how the business is doing. But I'm just doing this video based on the technicals. Facebook. Facebook's been bullish always. So I mean, just right now we're just consolidating. I think bullish on Facebook, honestly. I think bullish. Wow. Yeah, bullish on Facebook. I honestly think Facebook's going to hit 340. I honestly think it's going to hit 340. I do think so. I do think. I mean, under a Biden economy, I think Facebook's going to do good. Honestly. I mean, I don't want to get into politics, but I think Facebook's going to have 340. As to why I think politics has something to do with it, it's a different story, but I think it's going to hit 340. Go long Facebook, I'd say. MRNA. Ooh, MRNA's been pretty bullish. Short at these levels, I'd say. Short at these levels. There's probably going to be some horrible news about some of these vaccines having some odd side effect on people, whatever it is. Whatever they want to put out to the media, whatever. That's going to reflect. I mean, we already got the short signal here on the indicator, which was recent. Which was just about 2 days ago. I'd say short mRNA. You know, with all this hype coming, you know, I think this is going to correct a little bit. Probably see 120s. These pumps here, it's always good to short it. Pump, short, pump, short, pump, short, pump, short. Yeah. It's just going to happen. I mean, whether leading up to earnings is going to go up or down. I mean, right now I think it's a little bearish in my opinion. We'll take a look at PFE, Pfizer. Pfizer as well showing signs of weaknesses at these highs here. Yeah, it's just Pfizer's a little bit more volatile here. No? Let's take a look here. It's 40, 38. I mean, MRNA, I would say a little bit bearish on this, honestly. Just bearish. I think that's it. I mean, let's check out the overall markets. Overall markets. We're getting some short signals here on our indicator, although markets have been going higher. Now, I do think markets are going to go higher. I mean, we're not going to see some massive drop, not until probably the new year. I cannot. I mean, that's what I think. After the New Year's, probably see a little correction. But leading up to the end of the year, we're going to head higher. That's just my analysis on what's going on. And we're going to probably see a correction, probably back around to test these levels. Overall, I think we'll be bullish in the market. Overall, market's been bullish. Look at this. It's been bullish ever since this. Look at this. I mean, it's been bullish. So I'm bullish on the market. But like I said, we'll probably just test around these levels of resistance before continuing to go up. Now, whether some consolidation may occur until maybe April, could be. But overall, I think we're going to be bullish. And that's just my kind of sentiment on the market. And that's pretty much it. I think we've kind of filmed this quite long. Let's see how long this was. 32 minutes. Yeah. Overall, I just think these stocks. I had my opinion. I told you guys what I think. We did some TA on it. Now, I didn't plot key support and resistance levels. I just take a look at it. My eye already catches it. But I mean, I can plot it for you guys. If it will make things clear, I can do that on the next one if you just let me know in the comments. Because if not, I'll just keep doing it regularly. But yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit the subscribe button. Smash the like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what tickers you want. Join the Discord server. Our analysts there are great. They help out our community. I'm there. I'm trying to structure everything. So I will be in the chat most of the time. Most of the time, I'd be attentive to the chat. If you need me, just hit me up. BearishBulls. Just the name. And we'll talk. Anyways, peace guys. See you in the next one.